Good night, scholars, and welcome. Welcome to another live algebra class. So today is Tuesday, and we're doing CSEC algebra. The topic that we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to be solving simultaneous equations, but this time is one linear and one non-linear, whether it's quadratic or not a quadratic but not a linear, right? So we're combining the linear with another type of equation and we're going to solve. So remember, once there's a quadratic involved, what that usually means is that you're going to end up with two values for x, and that also means you're going to end up with two values for y, right? So that's what we're doing this evening. So what I'm going to be doing now is just taking some time to invite the scholars. So just give me a second. Let me invite those who are on my list. Let them know that the class has started. And of course, you who are watching, please feel free to invite your friends and neighbors as well. Let them know what we're doing and they can come on over. All right, so here we go. Yeah, you must always feel free to invite those whom you know can benefit from the information. If you have relatives, friends, neighbors who you know are in grade 10, grade 11, and they're doing the CSEC, definitely invite them to come. Remember also that on this channel, it's not just CSEC we do. We also do PEP, maths, so all grades for PEP, grade 4, grade 5, grade 6 PEP. All right, so the class for PEP is from 7 to 8, Monday to Thursday, and on Friday, 4:30 to 6. So let's go into it. So Imani, welcome. Who else is there? John?
Good night, miss. Miss, he's here, miss.
He's here?
Yes, miss.
All right, so the idea is we're going to have a linear equation and an equation that's not linear, usually quadratic, and we're going to solve them. We have done solving simultaneous equations with two linears. We have done that, right? Using algebra. And we've also done solving simultaneous equations using the graphical method. Which other method have we done? Let me see if you remember.
Miss, like, we did it with substitution method.
Yeah, that's algebra. Substitution, elimination. So I'm saying we have done it using algebra. We've
We got
done it using the graphical method. Which other method did we use to solve simultaneous equations? Do you remember, John?
yes.
Think hard, man. Which other method we use to solve simultaneous equations? Just the other day.
We have
So there's the algebra method.
Miss, is it the quadratic equation?
That's algebra.
Um. Oh.
Matrices, you forget.
Oh. No, Miss.
Didn't we solve simultaneous equations using matrices?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, we did. All right, so how would we approach these two equations now? How would we solve them?
Um. So, Miss, using any method or
It's algebra class we're in, mom.
okay. So,
And and by the way, let me demonstrate up here. This is not drawn to scale and it's not using these equations, just to demonstrate. When we
yes.
say we're solving a quadratic and a linear equation, what we mean is the quadratic would produce a parabola, whether oriented this way or up, and the linear would produce a line. So what we're actually doing is we're finding the points where the line and the curve meet each other. That's what we're really doing. And we're taking our x value and our y value. X value, y value. This is how we would have solved it on graph. It's the same thing. So when we get our two x values using the algebra method, what we're saying is at the 2 points where the line meets the curve, this would be the x value and that would be the x value. And of course, we're going to get two corresponding y values. That's what we mean when we say we're solving simultaneous equations. One linear, one quadratic. This is what we mean. We're finding out what is the x value and y value for the 2 points, usually 2 points, where the line or the linear meets the quadratic function. So how would we approach this? How would we solve it?
Okay, Miss. So we're going to label our equations 1 and 2.
All right, so we label our equations.
Miss, I'm going to use the second equation. I'm going to do substitution. So
So you're going to substitute this value where y is. Since y is
yes,
equal to this, we're going to
yes.
substitute this value. All right, so what would we have?
7x plus 5 equals 2x squared plus 1.
Mhm.
Okay, miss. So now we're going to bring the oh, we're going to want x on one side, all the x values on one side. So 2x squared, negative 2x squared, sorry, plus 7x
Mhm.
equals negative 5 plus 1.
Mhm.
Okay, so negative 5 plus 1 is negative 4. So negative 2x squared plus 7x equals negative 4.
Mhm.
So miss, now we're going to um use we're going to put everything on one side and make it equal to 0. So
Okay.
negative 2x squared plus 7x plus 4 equals 0. So now we're going to multiply the two n numbers, so negative 2 times positive 4, and we want two factors that add to give positive 7.
So we
So
want two numbers that multiply to give
add to give
negative
negative
8,
that add to give
that
positive
add to
7.
give 7.
Yes, miss. So two factors would be 8 and negative 1. So
So 8 and negative 1.
yes, miss. So now we're going to substitute the 7x for the 8 and negative 1. So negative 2x squared plus 8x.
Is it a plus 8? Okay, all right,
Yes.
plus 8x.
Minus. So now we're going to factorize them. So the common factor of negative 2x squared and positive 8x is going to be negative 2x. And negative 2x into negative 2x squared is x. And negative 2x into negative 8x is negative 4.
So negative 4.
So miss the next part of the equation. The common factor of negative x and positive 4 is going to be negative 1. So negative 1 into negative x goes x times. And negative 1 into positive 4 goes negative 4 times. So then we're going to put them into two brackets. So negative 2x minus 1 in one bracket and x minus 4 in the other bracket.
Are you back? All right, so we lost Imani there. Welcome, Dinsmore. Welcome, Jamani. All right, so we lost Imani there. So let me continue where she started. So we have factorized the quadratic, and now we're going to make each factor be equal to 0 to solve. So negative 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Negative 2x is equal to 1. So x is equal to x is equal to a half, negative a half. Write that properly. All right, so x is equal to negative a half. And x minus 4 equals 0. So x is equal to 4. Let me write that out. I'm skipping steps here. X minus 4 is 0. So x is 4. So this is just a solution. These are just the solutions for x. So remember, we need to solve for y. We need to find the corresponding. You're back with me, madam and
Yes,
sir?
ma'am, yes.
Okay. We need to find the corresponding y values.
Yes, miss.
So
So
what we're going to do is
the
continue.
we're going to use the first equation since we started with the second equation.
Or
Or should we
Use the simpler equation.
Okay, miss. So we're going to plug in the x values. So y equals 7. The first x value is negative 1 over 2 plus 5. So that would give us y equals negative 3.5 plus 5, or 3.5
Which
plus 5,
is
which is oh, 5 minus 3.5.
so that's 1.5.
Yes, miss.
All right, and when x is 4, so y would be 7.
7 times 4 plus 5.
So that's
So that's y equals
28
28 plus 5,
plus 5.
and 28 plus 5 is 33.
All right, so this is our solution set.
Yes, miss.
And this is a common, should I say, mistake? It's not really a mistake, it's just that people tend to forget. So I guess yeah, it qualify as a mistake. People tend to forget that it's not just to get your 2x values. You are to plug in each of those x value and get your corresponding y value. So you must get two pairs, two
Yes.
sets of solutions.
Miss, I have
All
a
right,
question.
John,
Miss, I have a
you have a
question.
question? Go ahead.
Miss, why did we get two X values?
Because
Because as I showed you on the
the
graph,
values where the
the line will cut the parabola at two places most times. It can cut it at one point, but what that would mean is that you still would have two solutions, just that they're the same. That's what it would really mean. As well as there might be no solutions, but you don't have to concern yourself about the no solution one. Generally speaking, you're going to have two distinct solutions, generally speaking, or more rarely, two exact same solutions, which would mean it would be something like the parabola like coming like that, something like that,
yes,
where it
miss.
seems like it's only one value, but it's really two of the same values. So John,
This is your
what I
question.
want you to do is this one. So number 2, y is equal to x squared plus 4x minus 3, and y is equal to 5x plus 3. So these are our two equations.
Okay. So Miss, we would put 5x plus 3 is equal to x squared plus 4x minus 3.
So we're equating them. Since this is the value of y, we're plugging this, substituting this where y is here. All right, so that will be equal to this, x squared plus 4x.
Okay, Miss. After that, we put the x values together. That means
Mhm.
negative x squared minus 4x plus 5x is equal to negative 3 minus 30.
Since we're okay, so Let's just keep them all on the left since we're going to do that eventually. Since we're going to bring over the whole numbers to the left, let's just keep everything on the left. So we would have 3 plus 3, right?
Yes.
Equals 0.
Miss, that's not. Miss, that's 6.
What am I doing? It's I'm adding the two of them together same time. I'm saying 3 plus 3 is 6, and I write the 6. All right, it's all age, It's all age, man. All
So how
right.
is it old age? I want to know. How is it old age?
It's all age. All right, so what I have now?
Negative x. Okay, so that means negative x squared plus x
Mm-hmm.
plus 6
Mm-hmm.
is equal to 0.
Yep. Then what?
Okay, so after that, miss we find miss we divide the x is by x.
No. Multiply the two end terms.
Oh yes, miss. Honestly, okay, so negative
So
1
negative 1.
times c.
Mhm.
Okay,
So which two numbers multiply to give negative 6 and add to give the middle term,
okay,
which is a 1?
miss that would be 6 times negative 1.
No,
Oh, sorry.
add to give 1.
Oh yes, add to give 1. Okay. Oh yes, okay. 3 times negative 2.
So 3 and negative 2. All right. Okay.
Okay. So, um, so means we put that back into the equation where where the x is. So it'd be negative x squared plus 3x minus 2x plus 6.
Mhm.
Okay, so means the common term here is x.
Negative x.
Oh, negative. Okay, negative x. Oh, right. ah, negative x into negative x squared that gives a positive x.
Mhm.
Negative x into negative 3x that gives a negative 3.
Mhm.
So the common term for the next one is going to be 2. Neg- negative 2.
Negative 2.
Yes, negative. Okay, so negative 2 into negative 2x that gives x. Negative 2 into positive 6 that gives negative 3.
Mhm.
Okay, so it would be negative x minus 2 and x minus 3.
Mhm.
Uh, so that's it for that one.
You not done it.
And no,
You just factorize it.
it's for the x one.
So we need to solve
For y?
for x.
For x first.
Let each one be equal to 0.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so wait,
So negative x equal 2,
uh,
right?
okay,
So it's equal negative 2.
see,
So what we're doing is we want to find out what's x. So we bring over the negative 2 and then we divide by negative 1 to get a positive x.
yes, yes.
So for this one now, If x minus 3 equals 0, what is x?
Okay, so this would bring over the 3, and we are positive 2, so x is 3.
All right, so these are our x values. Now we need to find our y values.
Yes.
So when x is negative 2, plug that in here.
Okay.
So y would be equal to
5 times, means that's 10.
5
This
times negative
negative
2
negative plus
plus
3.
3, which is
Miss, that's negative 10. Y is equal to negative 10 plus 2.
which
Yes.
is
Means that would be negative 7.
okay.
Yeah.
And when x is positive 3, y will be equal to
5.
5 times 3 plus 3.
Okay. So miss, that would be 18. Y is equal to 18.
All right, so when x is 3, y is 18. And when x is negative 2, y is negative 7. So that's what we're saying. So we're saying for the curve, where the curve cuts the line, at this point is 3 on the x, 18 on the y. And at this point is negative 2 on the x, negative 7 on the y. Right? That's what we're saying. All
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
so we're good so far.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is hello?
Miss, how many questions are we going to do?
Um, I have a good amount in but let's see how far we go up to 8, up to 9.
Okay.
Hello, who is there? This person named Hello. Who is it? Who goes there? The person not talking to us. Apparently, the person just go and listen. So, Imani, here's your other one, and then I'll give John one, and then I guess we can wrap it up there. So, this is for Imani.
Okay, miss.
There you go, madam.
Okay, miss. So we're going to put 1 minus 4x equals 2x squared.
Hold on.
Okay, miss.
Hold on. So Dinsmore wants to know what happened last week. Dinsmore, I was just so extremely busy, and every evening I said, "All right, this evening we're starting back," and then something happened, and I had to go take care of that. So thank you guys for holding out and holding the fort. So now I'm back. All right.
So, miss, we're going to
Okay,
say
Iman.
1 minus 4x equals 2x squared minus 3x minus 5.
So what we're doing then, since y is equal to this, we're substituting this value where y is up here.
Yes,
So
miss.
1 minus 4x is equal to 2x squared minus 3x minus 5. All right.
Yes, miss. So now we're going to put all the x values on one side and the rest on one side. So
No, let's just put everything on the left because
put
we're going to do
everything
that
equal
eventually.
to 0. Yes, nice.
Yeah,
So it's
we're
going
going
to
to
be
do that.
negative 2x squared
Mm-hmm.
minus 4x
Mm-hmm.
plus 3x
Mm-hmm.
plus 5 plus
Mm-hmm.
1
Okay, equals 0.
equals 0. Yes, yes.
All right.
So,
So simplifying
so it's going to be negative
between the like
2x
terms.
squared, negative 2x squared, negative
Mm-hmm.
4x plus 3x is going to give us negative x,
Mm-hmm.
and 1 plus 5 is 6. So plus 6
Okay.
equals 0.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to multiply negative 6, sorry, negative 2 and positive 6, which is going to give us negative 12. And two factors that multiply to give negative 12 that add to give negative 1 are
Mm-hmm.
negative 4 and positive 3.
Okay, very good.
So we're going to substitute negative x for those. So negative 2x squared minus 4x plus 3x plus 6.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to factorize. So the common factor of negative 2x squared and negative 4x is negative 2x.
Mm-hmm.
So negative 2x into negative 2x squared is going to give x, and negative 2x into negative 4x is going to give positive 2.
Mm-hmm.
For the other half, the common factor is 3.
A little louder, mom.
The common factor is 3, and 3 into 3x is x times, and 3 into positive 6 is positive 2.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to put negative 2x plus 3 in one bracket and x plus 2 in the other bracket and make them both equal to 0. So negative 2x plus 3 equals 0. So we're going to subtract 3 from both sides. So that's going to give us negative 2x e negative 3, and so negative 3 divided by negative 2 is 1.5. So x is 1.5. And for the other equation, x plus 2 equals 0, we're going to subtract 2 from both sides, so x is negative 2.
All right, are we done?
No, miss, we're going to find the y values now. So we're
Okay.
going to plug in the
So when
x's
x is 1.5, we plug in that here.
into, yes, miss.
So y is
Y equals,
1 minus 4 times 1.5.
yes, miss. So first we're going to do the brackets. So negative, 1 minus 4 times 1.5. So 4 times 1.5 is 6. So it would be
Mm-hmm.
1 minus 6, and that would give us negative 5.
Mm-hmm.
And for the second y value, we're going to substitute x for negative 2. So 1 minus 4 times negative 2, and that would be 1 minus negative 8. So when we have two negative signs consecutively, like they're right beside each other, we actually add the two numbers. So that would give you 1 plus 8, which is 9, positive 9.
All right. So we're saying then the two solution pairs When x is -2, the corresponding y value is 9. And when x is 1.5, the corresponding y value is -5. That's what we're saying. All right. So, John,
Okay, miss.
Miss, you can go up to 9 o'clock Jamaica time. We usually go up to 9 o'clock, don't we? Jamaica
Yes.
time. Yeah, we're going up to 9 o'clock. Dinsmore is asking when for January primary school exam. Oh, Jamaica primary school exam. Well, we have several. The exam is parceled up into different sittings. It's not just one sitting, and the grades are grades 4, 5, and 6 for the PEP at the primary level. So in all, that's quite a lot of exams. Like for the grade 3, 5, roughly about 12 or 15 sittings when you count all the different papers that each grade has to sit. You have the ability test, you have the performance test, the curriculum based test, and it's 4 different grades. So it's a lot of different dates. But it starts in February generally and ends in June. Okay, John, so here you go. And this is question 4. So y equals
2x. Oh, I was right.
Hmm?
So I was saying that I was
Oh,
correct.
so you're reading my mind now, huh?
No, but I was just
You're
into
getting so good at it, you can predict.
it.
Hold on, why that tree look like that?
It's like 5.
John is getting so good, he can now predict what the questions are going to be. That's what you're saying to me, John?
No, I just said 2x screen. Then it came
Oh,
up on screen.
okay. 21 minus 2x. Here you go, sir.
Okay, make sure. Okay. So let's going to bring over everything on the side on to the left side. So 2x squared plus
Wait. We don't equate them yet. You don't substitute this value there yet.
yes, so you said bring
You do
over
it in your mind, but you not explain to the students who don't understand.
okay, so we're going to bring over everything. The
We
y
not bring over nothing yet, John, and we not lay out the equation yet. So you need to say we're going to substitute this value for y, where y is in the first equation. That's what you say. Please say that.
so substitute. We're going to substitute those so that y in the first equation.
Something like that. So we're going to have 21 minus 2x equals
2x squared plus 3x minus 31. Oh, Miss, are we just going to bring over everything again?
yeah.
So x squared plus 3x minus
Is it
no
still
no no
2x
no,
squared?
no it's negative 2x minus 3x minus
Negative
2x
2x squared minus 3x
minus 2x.
minus 2x
Okay, and
plus 21
plus 31.
plus 31. What else?
Ah, okay. Okay, so that's
What else? What else?
that's the equals 0. That's it.
You know that you have to say, you never said that.
Sorry.
All right, so simplify them now.
Okay, so it be negative 2x squared minus x 3x minus 2x gives a negative x.
It's a negative 3x minus 2x.
Okay, so this that will be a positive then?
No, it would give negative 5x.
Oh yeah, what am I saying? Okay, so 21 plus 31, that gives 52.
Okay. Mhm.
So we're going to multiply total the negative 2 times 52.
Mhm.
Okay. So that is 100 and negative 104.
Mhm.
1800.
So which two numbers multiply to give negative 104 and add to give
Negative 5.
negative 5? Trial and error, trial and error.
This, um, okay. This is harder.
I figure it's gonna be in the teens.
There's 120. Oh yes, Miss, I know. I know.
So
What?
say
13 times negative 5.
So it will
Ne-
be negative 13 and 5.
it's negative 13 times 8.
Negative 13 and 8.
Yes, miss.
Okay. So what we do now?
Okay, so this that way.
Hmm?
Okay, we can put it in the correct answer. 2x squared
Negative
minus
2x
30,
squared.
negative 2x squared minus 3 minus 13x
No, put the 8 close to the 2 and the
I
13 close to the 52.
plus 8x minus 13x minus 31.
Plus 52.
Oh yes, we forgot that. Plus 52.
What else?
Oh, equals 0.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the so the common variable there is 2x, so is it negative 2x?
Negative 2x.
Okay, so, um, so negative 2x into 2x that goes x times.
Hmm?
Oh, negative 2 into negative 2x where that goes x times.
Oh, x. Uh-huh.
And negative 2x into x that goes negative 4.
Mm-hmm.
So negative 13, so it will be negative 13. Negative 13 into negative 13x. That will be x times. Negative 13 into 52 that goes negative 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That will be negative 2x minus 13 and x minus 4. That equals 0.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we put that into y is equal to 21 minus 2x.
John, we don't solve yet. We just factorize. You need to solve.
Okay. Okay, so yeah,
You're
equals
moving
0.
too fast.
Equals 0. Sorry. 2x is equal to 13. So divide both sides by be a negative or a negative 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was correct. Yay.
All
Okay,
right, and for
so
this one,
now minus 4 is equal to 0. X equal to 4, so yeah, that's it. This is
So
it.
you have some students that are
all right, so when x is negative 6.5, y is equal to 21 minus 2 times negative 6.5, which is negative 2 times
Okay,
negative
okay, so
6.5 is 13. Is that correct? And 21 plus
yeah,
13,
I'm checking it.
21 plus 13.
This that's 34, right? I got 34.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right,
Yay.
34. And when x
Now for
is 4,
yes, sir.
so y is
So
equal to
21 minus 2
21
bracket 4.
minus 2 times 4,
So
21
21
minus 8.
minus 8, and that is wait, that is 13. 13.
All right, so we're saying, so the solution set, the two
Yes.
pairs, when x is 4, y is 13. When x is negative 6.5, y is 34, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we're good.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
We're good.
Definitely.
We're good, or we want to do one more together.
No. Because I'm 55.
We're good.
Miss, I would do more. I would do one more.
What?
All right, one more.
Maybe 30 more minutes. Yes, ma'am.
Is John wimping out? Is John wimping
Yes,
out?
miss. He's being a win.
What? You know what?
John, you're wimping out.
No, I'm trying to be smart here than
I
not
thought
doing
you were
anything.
my math soldier.
His father still wants to do the map for the night. I'm kind of tired of it.
Well, go on in your bed, little boy. Make me and Imani finished up. Leave this for the big guys.
Because I'm not going to bed. No,
Go
I'm a
to
big
bed,
person.
little
I'm going to
boy.
stay.
Leave this for the big guys.
I'm going to stay under it. I'm going to stay under it. I'm not going to bed yet.
Psychology may I use for you, John. Psychology where I use for you.
Ah,
All right, so x plus 17. All right, so here we have it.
Yes, miss. So
Okay.
x plus 17 equals.
What
Should
are
I
we
just.
doing, madam? Explain to those who don't know what we are
Okay.
doing.
So we're using the substitution method, where we're putting basically one y value into the
Mm-hmm.
other y value because the
Right.
both of them equal the same thing.
So they are
So
both y, so we're equating the terms, or as the man is said, we're substituting this value for y where y is here. And the idea is we want to end up with one single equation that we can solve, right?
yes, miss.
All right, so we're putting the x plus 17 where y is up here.
So
All
x.
right, and that
Let's
gives
negative of
us,
April.
uh-huh.
Yes, miss. So now we're to bring over everything and make it equal to 0 just to make the process
easier.
Mm-hmm.
easier.
All right, so we'll have,
So negative 2x squared plus, well, sorry, it would be a minus 5x now,
mhm.
plus x plus 17 plus 30. So we're going to
What else?
simplify
You're not done. You're not
equals
done.
0. Equals 0.
Okay. Okay.
So we're going to simplify this one now. So negative 2x squared, negative 5x plus x is going to be a x.
Negative 4x, madam.
Yes, miss. And 17, 13 would give us 30, miss. So positive 30.
Okay.
Yes. So now we're going to do what we do best. We're going to multiply the two end values. So negative 2 times positive 30, and that would give us a negative 60. And 2
Mm-hmm.
and two um factors of negative 60 that add to give negative 4x. So we are going to see what we can do here. So we can use there's 5 and 12. There's 10 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be negative 10 plus 6.
Mm-hmm. All right. So far, so good.
So yes, miss. So now we're going to replace negative 4x with the values that we just got. So it would
All
be,
right.
we're basically substituting it.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be negative 2x squared minus 10x
Mm-hmm.
plus 6x plus 30 equals 0. So now we are going to
Don't forget
factorize.
the equal zero. It's important.
Yes, miss, I said equals 0.
Yeah, I heard you, but I'm just saying never
Oh,
forget.
okay. So So we're going to, the common factor of negative 2x squared and negative 10x is negative 2x.
Mm-hmm.
So negative 2x into negative 2x squared is x times, and negative 2x into negative 10x is positive 5.
Mm-hmm.
So now for the second bracket, the common factor is positive 6, and 6 into 6x is x times, and 6 into positive 30 is positive 5 times. And now we are going to put equal 0. So in one bracket, we're going to have negative 2x plus 6, and in the other, we're going to have x plus 5, and they're both going to be equal to 0. So, yeah. So to find both of our x values, we're going to say, for the first x value, we're going to say negative 2x plus 6 equals 0. And we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. So it would be negative 2x equals negative 6. And negative 6 divided by negative 2 is a positive 3. So for the second x value now, it's going to be x plus 5 equals 0. So we're going to subtract 5 from both sides, and x would be negative 5. Now we are going to find our pair of y values. So we're going to substitute the x values 2 times, because we have two x values, into the second equation originally. So y equals 3 plus 17. And 3 plus 17 is 20. So y equals 20.
Mhm.
And so for the second y value now, it would be y equals negative 5 plus 17. And negative 5 plus 17 is 12.
So read the pairs.
So the pairs would be um x for when x is 3, y is 20, and when x is negative 5, y is 12.
Okay, excellent job.
Thank you.
Excellent, Imani. Excellent, John.
Thank you.
Sleepyhead, John.
I'm not sleepy.
You said you were.
I know. But I just drank some water, so I'm pretty fine.
Well, I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please stop saying that. So,
All right, guys. So yeah, so we're almost at the hour, and thank you also to those in the chat for joining us.
I know.
And so tomorrow is which class now? Tomorrow is Wednesday.
Miss, we were supposed to do something a few Wednesdays ago. With the profit, or is it hire purchase class? I was supposed to remind you, like when we have the GCT, um, when we don't have the GCT, yes,
Oh,
yes, that kind of thing.
Oh no, Miss Ford.
when it already has the profits or the loss. Okay,
Yes,
so
miss.
good thing you remind me. All right. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow.
Yes, miss.
Dang.
Okay. All right. So thank you. Goodbye. Take care.
You
Adios.
too,
But
miss.
tell us our
See
good
you
night for
tomorrow.
me.
Where's the John?
Tell us our good night for me.
Did you know that I went downstairs and I woke Asar up and I said, "It's time for class." He asked me to wake him for class, right? And he was taking a little nap and he said, "Wake me up for class." And I went downstairs and I said, "Asar, it's time for class. Wake up. Make sure you don't go back to lie down. It's time for class." And of course, you know, I've been up here waiting for Asar to log on.
I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah.
So I can just imagine what's going on. But anyhow, yeah. All
Yes.
right, guys. So
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow,
See you
miss.
tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
miss.